Welcome students, welcome to my new lecture. I am Mohammad Tanbir Ahmed, lecturer, Department of Civil Engineering, World University of Bangladesh. Outline of the lecture. In our previous lecture, we have learned to design a septic tank, and here in this lecture, we will learn to design a septic tank with showcase pit. Here the addition is showcase pit. That means we will design a septic tank and also showcase pit here in this lecture, and the design procedure of showcase pit is similar to the design procedure of leach pit latrine technology, which we have performed in our fourth lecture. Now we will design a septic tank. Let's read the question. Design a 2-compartment septic tank to serve a household of 12 persons. That means we have to design a septic tank that will be 2-compartment and will serve 12 persons, having the water consumption rate of 100 liter per capita per day. That means wastewater flow rate Q equal to 100 liter per capita per day. The tank is to be dislodged in every 3 years. That means the year of emptying the period of emptying the septic tank is 3 years. That means N equal to 3 years. Assume a design temperature for sludge digestion is 25 degrees Celsius. That means T equal to 25 degrees Celsius. And sludge accumulation rate is 0.06 meter cube per person per year. That means the value of C equal to 0.06. And draw a plan of the tank and also design a showcase pit to dispose a septic tank effluent. We have to draw a plan and also design a showcase pit for this tank. And the long-term infiltration rate of soil to be 40 liter per meter square day. That means the value of I is 40. So these are the data in question, and to design this septic tank, first we will rearrange here the given data in question. Let's arrange the data or represent the data here in from question. Average wastewater flow rate Q equal to 100 liter per capita per day. Here from this water consumption rate 100 liter per capita per day, that means Q equal to 100 liter per capita per day. Dislodging period N equal to 3 years. Here stated dislodging in every 3 years, so N is 3 years. Temperature T is 25 degrees Celsius. Here T is 25 degrees Celsius. Sludge accumulation rate C is 0.06 meter cube per person per year. Yes, it is stated here. And number of households P equal to 12. That means number of persons using this septic tank 12. So using this data, we will now design the septic tank. We know that septic tank is the sum of sedimentation zone, digestion zone, storage zone, and scum storage zone. So if we can calculate the volume of these 4 items, we can calculate the volume of sedimentation tank. So step by step we will calculate the volume. First we will calculate sedimentation volume, or the volume per sedimentation zone. Here the volume per sedimentation zone VH can be calculated using this equation. Here unknown terms are P, Q and TH. P equal to number of persons 12, Q equal to number of wastewater flow 100 liter per capita per day. This value are stated in question and we have arranged here. Q equal to 100 liter per capita per day and P equal to 12. And the TH means time per sedimentation. So time per sedimentation can be calculated using this equation. Here the unknown term P and Q. P is 12, Q is 100. If we replace this value in this equation, we will get TA is equal to 0.58 day. And there is a limitation that TAs will be greater than 0.2 day, and this is greater than 0.2 day. So we will use TA is equal to 0.58 days. Here TA is equal to 0.58. So volume of sedimentation stands to 0.696 meter cube. Secondly, we will now calculate volume for digestion zone. The volume for digestion zone VD can be calculated using this equation. Here the unknown terms are P and TD. The value of P is 12, that means persons using this septic tank, and TD. TD means time required for digestion and can be calculated using this equation. Here the unknown term is T. T is the temperature 25 degrees Celsius. This is also stated in question. If we see the question here, temperature T equal to 25 degrees Celsius. So in this equation, using T equal to 25 degrees Celsius, TD stands to 42.32 day. So if we replace this value of TD here in this equation and P equal to 12, we will get a digestion volume VD equal to 0.253 meter cube. Now we need to calculate sludge digestion storage, that means volume per sludge storage. This can be calculated using this equation BSL equal to C into P into N. Here C equal to sludge accumulation rate equal to 0.06 meter cube per person per year. There was a limitation using the value of C, that means when n equal to n less than 5, then the value of C will be 0.06, and when n greater than 5, the value of n will be 0.04. Here n is less than 3, so value of C is 0.06 meter cube per person per year. Also the value of C directly said in questions. Let's see, and the value of C equal to 0.06 meter cube per person per year. As the value of C directly said in the question, so there is no necessity to use these limitations. Directly we can use C equal to 0.06. So C equal to 0.06, we know P equal to 12 and N equal to desludging period 3. So replacing all these values, we will get VSL equal to 2.16 meter cube. We can see from question the value of C is 3. So, here the value of N is 3, value of N is 3, and value of N is 3. So VSL 2.16 meter cube. The fourth item is scum storage zone, that means volume for scum storage zone, and volume of scum storage zone can be calculated using this equation. It is stated that scum storage zone is 40% of sludge storage zone. Here VSL equal to 2.16 meter cube, and finally we get VSC equal to 0.864 meter. Now all 4 items or 4 volume is finished to calculate. Now if we sum all these 4 items, that means VSL, VSC and VA is VD, we will get the total volume of the tank. Here VA is equal to 0.696, VD equal to 0.253. So VA is equal to 0.696, VD equal to 0.253, VSL equal to 2.16, VSC equal to 0.864. So by summing all these 4 items, we have get the overall capacity or overall volume of the tank is 3.973 meter cube. So it is finished to calculate the volume. Now we need to calculate the depth of the tank using this volume. To calculate the depth of the tank, we first need to assume the surface area of the tank, because we know depth, if we divide the volume by surface area, we can get depth. So now we need to assume a surface area. There is no limitations to use the area of the tank. It is better to use the area as rectangle, and if we use single compartment tank, there is a standard limitation that depth length must be 3 times than width. That means if width is 3, then length would be if width is 1 meter, then length would be 3 meter. So here we have assumed depth area of the tank is 3.5 meters, assuming that width is 1 and length is 3.5. So total area 3.5 meter square. We will now calculate the depth of the tank. So first, maximum depth of slush, DSL. We know if we divide the volume of slush with the surface area, we will get the depth of the slush. Here DSL equal to depth of slush, VSL equal to volume of slush, and A equal to area. Volume of slush VSL equal to 2.16. Here VSL equal to 2.16 and A equal to 3.5. So finally we get depth of slush DSL equal to 0.62 meter. Again, maximum depth of submerged scum, that means scum depth DSC equal to volume of scum divided by area. Here volume of scum equal to 0.864 and area equal to 0.35. Volume of scum VSC equal to 0.864 and area of the tank 3.5. So finally DSC stands to 0.25 meter. Now we need to calculate scum clear depth. Here the standard value of scum clear depth is 0.075. It is constant. Always we will use this value. Slush clear depth, there is equation to calculate the slush clear depth, which is 0.82 into 0.82 minus 0.26 into A, and this value would be equal or greater than 0.3 meter. Here by replacing the area of the tank A equal to 3.5 meter square, we will get scum clear depth minus 0.09. That means this value has gone to negative. So neglect this value. If we neglect this negative sign and match this value, we can see 0.09 is less than 0.3 and limitation is the minimum value would be 0.3. So we will use the minimum one, that means our adopted value would be 0.3 meter. If we sum scum clear depth and slush clear depth, we will get the sedimentation zone. That means this two clear depth is the depth of sedimentation zone. So total clear zone equal to sum of these two, 0.075 plus 0.3, it stands to 0.375 meter. So this clear space I have said that this is the depth for sedimentation zone. Now we need to check depth for sedimentation zone using volume of sedimentation divided by area. We have calculated earlier the volume of sedimentation VAs, which was 0.696 and A is 3.5. Let's see. Here VA is equal to 0.696 meter cube and this depth stands 0.20 meter. So we will now get two sedimentation depth. This is one sedimentation depth and this is the other sedimentation depth. We will take one value among of this between these two. So which value we will taken? We will taken the maximum one. Here maximum one is 0.375 meter. So our required depth is 0.375 meter, the greater one. all four depth or all the depth has been calculated. We now need to calculate the total effective depth. If we sum all the depth which we have calculated earlier, we can get total effective depth. Here total effective depth equal to clear space depth plus DSL plus DSC. Here clear space depth equal to 0.375, DSL equal to 0.62, DSC equal to 0.25. We have summed this value and get total effective depth 1.25 meter. So our suitable internal dimension would be 1 meter into 3.5 meter, and these are the surface area of the tank. 1 into 3.5 stands 3.5 meter square, and we have assumed earlier the area of the tank is 3.5 meter square, and 1.25 is the depth. So total volume stands 4.375 meter cube. This is the final volume. Our initial volume was 3.973 meter cube, and finally we get volume as 4.375 meter cube. Now we need to calculate the compartment, as in question it was stated that the tank would have two compartments. If we see the question here, design a two compartment septic tanks. That means we have to prepare or construct or design two compartment. Now we need to calculate the volume of each compartment. The volume of first compartment equal to twice that into V. Here V equal to total volume 4.375 meter cube, and first compartment volume stands 2.92 meter cube. Similarly, the volume of second compartment equal to 1/3 into total volume, V equal to 4.375 meter cube, and second compartment volume stands to 1.45 meter cube. So this is the design of septic tank. We have calculated the dimension and compartment volume. Now we need to show the plan, as in question it was said that we have to draw a plan. So this is the plan view of the septic tank. Here this is the width 1 meter, and this is total length which was 3.5, and first compartment length will be 2.34 meter, second compartment length would be 1.16 meter, and these are the volume. First compartment volume 2.92 meter cube, second compartment volume 1.45 meter cube, which I have calculated earlier in the previous slide. If we see this one and this one, volume, this one and this one. So how we have calculated the length 2.34 and 1.16? Let's see. So we know volume V equal to L into B into H. Here volume V equal to first compartment volume 2.92 meter cube. Here 2.92 meter cube first compartment volume. L, we need to calculate L. B equal to width 1 meter cube, and H equal to 1.25 B 1 meter, H equal to 1.25 meter. We have calculated earlier. If we see here, total effective depth H equal to 1.25 meter. So from this equation we can calculate L equal to 2.34 meter. Similarly, this volume is for second compartment 1.45 meter cube. L we need to calculate, B equal to 1 meter with H equal to depth 1.25 meter. So from this equation we can also calculate L equal to 1.16 meter. So length of second compartment would be 1.16 meter. This was the calculation. Now we need to design the showcase pit, as in question it has said that we have to design a showcase pit, and earlier I have said that the design of showcase pit is similar to the design of least pit Lightning technology, and least pit Lightning technology we have performed in lecture 4. You can see lecture 4 to review the least pit Lightning technology, and you can remember all formula and steps. Now let's design. Here, to design the showcase pit, first we need to calculate the total wastewater flow. Here total wastewater flow Q equal to number of persons P into wastewater flow rate. Here we know P equal to number of persons 12 stated in question, and Q equal to wastewater flow rate equal to 100. So total wastewater flow stands 1200 liter per day. We can see from questions P and the value of P and Q. Let's go. Here Q equal to 100, P equal to 12. So from there I have just replaced the data. Now area required for infiltration AI equal to Q divided by I. Here Q equal to 1200, just calculate it here, and I equal to long term infiltration rate 40, and this was also stated in question. Let's see. Here long term infiltration rate I equal to 40 liter per meter square day. So area required for infiltration stands to 30 meter square. Now assuming pit width 1.5 meter and maximum width may be 1.5 meter, let the pit would be designed a square pit. We have seen while designing least pit Lightning technology that this type of pit may be constructed either square or circular. So we have decided to design this pit as square, and width or length both would be same for square, and I have said here width equal to or length, any one you can write here, width or length equal to 1.5 meter. So pit volume can be calculated using this equation, Vi equal to Qd divided by 4I, Q equal to 1200 liter per day, D equal to dimension of the pit 1.5, this is 4, and I equal to long term infiltration rate 40. So finally pit volume stands to 11.25 meter cube. Now we need to calculate the solid storage zone or the volume for solid storage. The volume for solid storage or pit volume can be calculated using this equation, Vs equal to C into P into N. Here all the data has stated in question. We have just picked the data here. Solid accumulation rate C equal to 0.06 we have used several times. N equal to 3s we have it has also used several times, and P equal to 12 persons. So all this data are just picked from questions and replace here, and finally we get pit volume or solid storage volume equal to 2.16 meter cube. We know that we can design this pit in a single pit or twin pit system. So in this showcase pit we will design a single pit system, not twin pit. So effective pit volume per single pit will be the sum of Vs and Vi, sum of Vs plus Vi. Vs equal to 2.16 and Vi equal to 11.25, just calculated in previous slide, 11.25. Vi 11.25. So finally total effective volume stands to 13.41 meter cube, and considering again the same width, we now need to calculate effective depth. Here we have calculated the volume, and if we divide this volume by area, we will get the depth. So here we have done the same, depth equal to volume divided by area. As earlier I have said that we will design the pit as square pit, so the area of the square pit will be dimension square, so 1.5 square equal to area. Finally, effective depth stands to 5.96 meter, and by rounding it we can get 6 meter. Now we need to add a clear space with this dimension, and clear space is 0.5 meter, so the total depth would be 6.5 meter. Here the showcase pit design is complete now, and we have calculated the dimension as 1.5 meter into 1.5 meter. This is the surface area of the tank, and this is the depth of the tank, 6.5 meter. This is the dimension of the tank. So that is the end of our today's lecture. Thank you everyone.